Knitting Shed. I'm Rosie, and if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, have a look at my Etsy shop. It's all written down below in the box. Don't have a look at my Etsy shop. There's absolutely nothing in it. I haven't dyed wool in a long time because I lost a lot of my knitting mojo. I feel like I was knitting a lot for other people, which I like. Well, I'm going to tell the truth. I don't particularly like doing. I do it because I like to see their reaction and them wearing them. But other than that, I lose all my knitting mojo and I don't feel like I'm enthusiastic to knit on anything or dye wool or anything. So I feel like I lost all my knitting mojo, which is sad, but it's true. Sorry everyone that I've knit for. I don't enjoy doing it. So, yeah. So I've started to knit like things for myself again. So I'm knitting a sweater and some socks, and I feel like I'm getting back into it. And it's been 6 months since I last did a podcast, so I am very sorry about that. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, just feel like I lost the want to knit. And by the time I was getting, like, I get sat down and to knit, and then I'm like, oh well, it's time for bed. So it's like I've lost all the time in the day to doing random things, and I just felt like I lost all my enthusiasm. But yeah, so I'm getting it back. I feel like I went through a stage of not wearing all my hand knits because I feel like when I was wearing them I felt guilty for not knitting, but now I'm knitting again, I feel like I can wear them again. I don't know if anybody else feels the same when they go through a bit of like not wanting to knit anymore. You feel like guilty for wearing your knitted things. I don't know why. I do. I just don't know. Anyway, so I've been wearing a lot of my hand knits more, and I feel like also that's helped my enthusiasm to knit. So yeah, that's it really. I don't know what I've been doing for the last 6 months. Not much really. Just not knitting really. I've knit a few vanilla socks for people. I knit a few baby objects which I didn't take pictures of. I think I took a picture of one pair of socks, which I'll show you later on, which are pretty boring to be honest. But yeah, I did knit my friend some baby hats, which I didn't take pictures of. I just gave them. And did I knit some socks? I don't think I did. I think I knit baby hats, I think. So yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing and the mindset I've been in. But I feel like I'm changing it slowly. So yeah, so I will move on to, I've got no oh actually, I do have one finished object. So basically these are some socks I knit for my friend for Secret Santa at Christmas, which is ages ago, at work. And I knit them with this exact yarn because I liked it so, where have I put it? It is somewhere. I knit it with this exact yarn because I loved it that much. I had to buy another. I found it on Vinted actually, because they've stopped selling it in Lidl. I got this yarn from Lidl, which is like a supermarket in England for anybody else that's not from England. I think other countries do have Lidl. But, so yeah, in case you don't know, it's like a supermarket and it has like a random aisle full of random things. Now and again, they sell yarn or whatever. Sometimes it's pretty, like, not great. But I saw this and I was like, oh my god, sock yarn. So yeah, so I bought it and then started knitting my friend some socks for Secret Santa. And I loved how they knit up that much that I had to try and find another ball of it. So I went on to Vinted because obviously they stopped selling it and put in the name, which is Crelando Stretch Socks Elastic Sock Yarn, and it is the colourway beige jacquard and beige solid, because you get 2 balls in it of 100 grams to make, I think they're 100 grams, let's just double check. Yeah, I think they're 100, yeah, 2 times 100 grams. And so yes, I had to find some more. Got it off Vinted, found it. Vinted's great, by the way. So there's loads of yarn on it. People like getting rid of de-stash in their stash. So have a look on Vinted, you get yourself some bargains. So yeah, so I got some more of that for myself because I'm going to be selfish from now on. Selfish knitting, I think, from now on. So yes, I knit my friends some of them socks and I will put them here. Yeah, just a normal pair of vanilla socks. I did a longer leg than normal because she's got very long legs. Not like me. I am short, 5 foot on the dot. So yeah, so obviously I had this one left over. So I am knitting myself some socks right now, which I'll show you in a minute. But these socks, Kaylee's socks on here, are 2.2, I knit with 2.25 circular needles. Yeah, just vanilla socks. Top down, I never knit toe up, don't understand it. Like, prefer top down. Heel flap and gusset, a slip stitch heel. Just some boring socks really. But I love it. I do like vanilla sock knitting, but just for myself, I've decided. What's it flashing at me for? Don't know. So yeah, so moving on to my works in progress. I have got, I feel well out of practice by the way, so sorry if this is pretty rubbish because I haven't done it in such a long time. So I am knitting the Alberta Summer by Sandra Buzzer, and I will insert the name here because obviously I can never say anything properly. And I'm knitting this with the Debbie Bliss Fine Donegal in the colourway 54027, and that's the colour, and it's like a royal blue with some like green, pink, blue flecks in it. I love this yarn. I love it. I think it knits so nicely, but it's so delicate, and it just like, because it's like single ply, it just comes apart like sometimes. And I'm a tight knitter. I think you're alright if you're a looser knitter, but I'm a really tight knitter and it just pulls apart. So you have to be really careful with it if you are a tight knitter. But I love how it knits up. So it is a top down pattern, a yoke pattern, and it's really simple to knit, really simple, but I feel like the pattern is effective, not infective, effective. So it's like an eyelet pattern here, and then it's got like this like a cable-y thing. It's like a plait that goes right across. It's not as defined in this yarn because obviously the yarn, it's like fine Donegal, so it goes thick and thin, thick and thin. So it's like not as defined if it was done in like, I don't know, a 4-ply merino. And it is really simple, but believe it or not, I went wrong all the time on it. I must have pulled it back about 4 or 5 times. I don't know why, I kept going wrong on it. But yeah, so obviously it's a top down yoke. I have put the stitches on hold for the sleeves, and I'm about probably like halfway down because I like them longer. So I've got a problem with it as well, not the pattern, but I've only got 3 balls of yarn, so I'm going to run out of yarn. And I think they've stopped making this yarn as well. I've had a look on Vinted, can't come across it. Had a look on Ravelry, can't come across it. What I'm planning on doing is at some point, so I'm going to, with that other ball of yarn, pick up the stitches again for the sleeves, knit to a certain point of the sleeves, and then I'm going to change colour just for the crack in either one of these two, because I've got these left from other jumpers I've done in the past. So I didn't know which colour would go best. I quite like both, to be honest. I think maybe that light blue. So I'd end up with like some light blue sleeves. Like when you get to the elbow or something, I would then change to that light blue or pink. And hopefully I can get to the bottom with this yarn. Hopefully I can get to the right to the bottom, but I'm not sure if I will, because I am knitting the size large as well, because I like baggy jumpers. I'm a baggy jumper girl. I'm knitting the size large, and I think it calls for smaller needles, but because I'm so tight, I always do like a size up, so I'm knitting on 4mm. I think it was 3.75 the tall in the pattern, but yeah. And it's also got some short rows. When you get to the bottom, it's got some short rows, so it goes like lower across your bum, which I quite like, but I don't know if I can be bothered. I might just knit straight down. So yeah, so I love it. I did twisted rib neckline, which I can't remember if the pattern calls for it, but that's my favourite one. I just think it looks neater. So yeah, so I'm getting somewhere. Finally knitting something for me that I can't wait to put on. It also will go well with this shirt underneath, I've realised. So yeah, so that's that. I'm enjoying knitting on that, and now it's just knitting straight down, so it's just like I can knit whilst watching TV and stuff. So my next work in progress is the Wood Nymph by Olivia Villarreal, which I'll put here. I am knitting this with that yarn that I showed you before that I got from Lidl, and I'll show you again just in case. It's like the beigey colour, and it is Crelando Stretch Socks Elasticated Sock Yarn. And basically it is just 70% polyacrylic and 23% viscose. So yeah, so I'm using the beige colour for these, because it has like, it's like got a cabley thing, but it's not, I don't think it's a cable. I can't remember what I did with it, because I've been knitting on my jumper quite religiously, so I've actually forgotten how to do it. Yeah, I don't think it's cable. But it looks like a nice cable. And it's got some eyelet holes there. And the yarn is knitting up really neat. That's why I really like it. Like, it looks really neat. And I like how it's just a plain colour, so you can really see the pattern in it. So like, that's the other side. And I feel like the heel flap and gusset is really neat with this yarn. I don't know, I just feel like it's defined. The stitches are quite defined. I did a twisted rib, 2.25 circular needles, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I love them. I cannot wait. I really need to, I get a bit like, I can't knit a lot of objects at once. Like, if I'm knitting the jumper, I'll just knit on the jumper. And then once I finish that jumper, I will then continue with these. Yeah. I'm a bit like, I can't mix it up in my head. So yes, I really like them. The pattern is on Ravelry, and I think it's free. I think. But I can't remember. Maybe it's free. Go and have a look anyway. But it's worth it. It's a really nice pattern. So yeah. So that's my second work in progress. I haven't got any more works in progress. I haven't got any acquisitions. I have just got, well, I do, sort of. So, a lady at work, she is a knitter, and she got this from Wensleydale Longwool, and I've had a jumper pattern from them before, and it was a colour work one. I should have worn that today, actually, considering. Didn't think about that. So, yes, so she bought this mitten pattern when she was at a yarn festival somewhere, and she decided that she wasn't going to knit them, so she gave me them, which is lovely. So there's 3 balls of yarn. There's like a rusty orange, grey, and like a charcoaly colour, and it's to knit them. And I love a kit, because sometimes you get yarn and it sits there for ages, doesn't it, and then you don't know what to knit with it. So I quite like that it tells you. And that's why I liked the other kit that I got from them for that sweater, because yeah, I just followed it. I think I went a bit rogue on the sleeves, if I remember rightly. I did random sleeves, but yeah. So that's that. If you go on the website, they've got all kits on stuff on the website. So yeah, I love them. What next? So because I haven't got any yarn to show, anything like that, I thought I would bring back the what I am wearing section, because I haven't done that in a while. Because obviously I haven't got a lot to show, considering I haven't blooming done a video in 6 months. So this I am wearing, which I knit a long time ago, and I can't remember the yarn because I looked on the on my Ravelry earlier to see if I put the yarn on it. I didn't. I see in my head, I feel like it was West Yorkshire Spinners, but I might be making it up. Lace, like it was it's a lace pattern. I definitely know it's lace. So this is the Kimoni by Michio. Once again, can't say it, so I'll write it in here. And it is like a really baggy throw over sort of top. So the dogs are on the move. Where are you going, Dottie? You'll knock the camera over if I stand up on here. Ah, Dottie! Dottie! So it's just a throw over, so you can wear a shirt on underneath. It's got, obviously it's really low, so you couldn't wear it without a shirt or something underneath. It's got an eyelet cast offy a bit there, if you can see that. And it's got a cable section here. And if I remember rightly, this knit separately. So I knit this part on a separate set of needles. And then I had to stitch it in, which I remember it was a bit annoying. But I did it in the end. I'm not great at stitching up or whatever it's called. Yeah, saying that, it looks quite neat on the inside. But yeah, I'm not keen on it. I try to avoid patterns now where you have to sew it all up and stuff. So yeah, so I really like the yarn. It's really like light and airy. And yeah, it's one of my favourites. Even I don't wear it enough really, but yeah. And it's really soft, the yarn. So, and it looks nice with like a pair of like baggy jeans. For a cool summer look. And that's everything. It's not a lot, I am sorry, and it's probably not a very long video, but I am going to be better. I keep saying that. I'm going to be better. I feel like I've got my knitting mojo back, and I shall try and finish these works in progress to show you. Yeah, so that's everything. I hope everybody's been well and okay, and thank you for still subscribing to my channel, even though I haven't updated it in a long time. Hope I will keep posting videos. I'm going to try. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye. Oh, maybe my mum might be back one day too. You never know.